Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Mamluks. So, I've just taken Tunis from, well, I think the clue's in the name. I'm one paper manor away from coring it though. Little disappointing. Oh no, I'm one paper manor away from coring Susa. But I'm a 4-month tick away from taking Tunis, which is fine. Well, actually, like a month and then like an additional month. No, 65 actually, that's perfectly fine. Never mind. So, I'm going to take the third quantity idea of regiment costs. And now, I'm going to hold off on quantity ideas until I'm Tech 7. Currently, the Ottomans are Tech 5. Which is really quite nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Austrian favours. And then it shall be a Ottoman beatdown. Did someone order Turkish Delight? Ooh, paper is the future. I have a bit of paper. I do have a bit of paper. I don't know why I got that event. When you've got people like France and Korea that start with a lot more paper. Hell, there's even paper over here in Urbino, I believe, or Ravenna, one of the two. Oman want to have a royal marriage. That's fine by me. So yeah, the plan now will be to reinstate my forts in their entirety. I may have to recheck my finances because I've got a lot of forts that need to come back up. And I've got a level 3 half price on the go, but I might have to take it out for the duration of the war? Nah, screw it. Let's leave the level 3 in. Hell, I'd almost be tempted to do the reverse and say screw it, bring on the loans and just take the half price morale advisor as well. Quite honestly. Just go balls to the wall. But we'll see. Can't believe that Aden haven't finished off Najran yet. Najran are never going to be able to siege down Sana'a. They just don't have the troops. I'm literally going to wait for the Austrian. I think I've got 4 more months to wait. Also, the Dhimmi. If I waited like 7 months, I could seize land. No, hold on. Doesn't matter. Just realised it doesn't matter because the Ulama are losing influence. So I'm going to put my mercs in the middle. And we're going to go destroy wherever the insurrection from seized land comes up. I need 40% ground land. This will get me there. I mean, not in its entirety, of course. Just the general idea is that doing that button will get me towards it. Also, of course, deving helps, etc, etc. Oh, I meant to accept the pheasant royal marriage. That's a shame. Oh well, leave it as it is for now. And what's this about? Something about a bishop and stopping Ethiopia. Why do I care? I kind of want to see what the bishop missing event is though. Honestly, it's been a while since I played Ethiopia, so I can't remember what the Ethiopian perspective is. And last time I played Mamluks, that event didn't even exist, I don't think. Right, let's go for this. Right, my favours with Austria are up. I did forget, however, to put the diplomat back in with the Ottomans. That's a foolhardy manoeuvre. Let's take the diplomat out from Austria. I'm going to undrill. Hear me out. Ooh, undrill. I know, they were building up so much drill. And then in just a couple days, I'll declare the war. I want or couple months, sorry. I need the morale on my troops to be increased. and yeah, pretty much just that. I need the morale of my troops to be increased. I'll probably put a token additional unit in here, or two. Send the mercs back up. These guys aren't going to be doing sieging. Get back the morale, and then just trigger the switch. What's this about? Legitimacy. Gain, no. Let's reduce state maintenance and lose yearly legitimacy. To be honest, that doesn't really affect me much. Look at this. Prestige on its own pretty much covers the modifier I just had, on top of custodian of the holy cities and all sorts of funky things. So yeah, let's begin with a spin and make my claim for this war. Probably Coachella, or like Marash. Hold on, I think it's going to be Huda Vendigar. Declare war. Conquest of Huda Vendigar. Call in Austria. This will probably make Genoa remove their war with Genoa. Like, they'll just piece them out for something. Probably be a token piece. Also from AQ, I want some land to go to Iraq, probably. Hold on. Let's check this mission again. Yes. I want Mardin specifically to go to Iraq as part of the peace deal here. We'll give the Grand Company the excess crappy general. Remember, I'll have the Austrians backing. Austro-Hungarian backing for the Balkan side, while I take the Anatolian side as required. I'm not at full morale, so they might push into me, but I'm still a tech ahead, so I doubt it, if I'm honest. Let's also do what I just mentioned. Grab a level 3 morale of armies. I'm only losing a ducat a month right now. Crazy stuff. That's very handy. There you go. See, look, accepted peace almost immediately. The Ottomans are like, screw this, I'm out. Right, let's grab this. Should have sent it to Bashir because the other unit spawns in here, right? Yeah. And the Ottomans are now considered a great power. Oh no, I'm shaking in my boots. Anyway. AQ is going to be an easy piece out. So is Singhaifa. They've also got Crimea, but the Crimea is their march. So there's not a lot that can be done there. Here we go. So my truce with QQ is up in 2 years' time. Once the truce is there, I'll do reconquest on QQ and I think just take Mushasha, right? They're currently being guaranteed by the Timurids. So I'd probably just skirt around that by just not co-belligerating them. Just take Avaz and Basra for, well, that's what, 28%, so 56% in the war. And let's start moving my armies out here towards these stacks here. That's right. Then my 2k randoms can go towards the 10k stack. Fezin's helping me out now, I just noticed. So let's maybe go to Ankara. I don't know where the Ottomans are. I'm assuming they're over here in the Crimean parts and they'll never get access through Poland, Lithuania. However, Austria might ask for access from Poland. So, take what you can get. Send the mercs into Ankara. And I'll probably leave the 10k with the extra 2k stragglers, so 12k, in Kutaya, ready to reinforce into it if necessary, or to be able to go over to Coachella. Remember, the goal here is Huda Vendigar right now. But I'll be taking all of my permanent claims, I think, in this war. That will proc some mission of some kind. The Tarid realm. I need 2 provinces from Arden. And I will be taking on Arden later. With Mara and Marahan. Alright, whatever you say. So yeah, at the moment my coalition is still, some might call it non-existent. It's kind of nice. Going ham in Arabia has caused very little issue. What else is going on in the world? The Isles have Argyle extra somehow. They must have been given it by Scotland for some reason, or they tried to declare independence war. Got a positive war score, took a province but stayed a vassal. Papal Provence. I'm sure France will come to loggerheads with them for that. The borders of Castile and Aragon are looking fairly 1444 here. Except, of course, Castilian Navarre instead of Aragonese. Because normally I see Navarre go to Aragon. Don't know about anyone else, but that just tends to be the way they go. Of course, at the end of the day, they almost always go to an Iberian, so... Unless you've got, like, player intervention and you're playing as, say, England or France and you get them as a vassal. Afghanistan's opinion of the Mamluks. Afghanistan's opinion of the Mamluks. Let's do it. I might drop Austria for Afghanistan. I mean, I could take them as well as, but I might, like, use allies opportunistically here. After this war, we can declare the Ottomans pretty much trounced and not a problem at all ever again. Really. Oh, don't know if it seeps through in the recording, but I can hear it raining outside. Which is great, because it's been rather sunny and dry the last couple of weeks here in the UK. On my little patch of land, at least. We've been due for some good rain. I don't know about anybody else, but I tend to, if I'm just listening to the rain, I'll stick on something like the Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda soundtrack. Or The Sun and the Rain by Madness and just like jam out. Probably just me. Let's give this to Iraq. Remember, it doesn't have to be in my hands, it can be a non-tributary subject as well. QQ has set Kazan as their rival. Ooh! That's a big Kazan. So Muscovy are going to flip-flop about being able to form Russia. Then they're going to form Russia and then they're just going to beat out Kazan. Is a likelihood of what may happen. Let's send this to Bega, honestly. What's really nice though is that the Austrians have given the occupation of Edirne to me. Also, I think I'll keep them as an ally, just because they're on the Balkan side. And I don't want to take the Balkan side yet. Although I could just take Constantinople and just release Byzantium, for instance, but maybe, just maybe, we'll see what war score allows for. I might take a Byzantine province and take them as a subject. Right. AQ, give me Mardin, give me money. Let's also quickly just remove the diplomat from the Ottomans because it's the quickest one. No other reason than that. AQ, province, money, pillage, war reps, done. Easy peasy. That frees up 25k to go to, say, Trebizond. I'll actually send 12k that way. Then this can just go to, say, Divrigi. I'll keep everything under wraps. And then what's this about? 10 years of minus autonomy or 10 years of minus tax? I think, weirdly enough, I'll do the 10 years of minus autonomy. Don't worry, I'll accelerate back up my autonomy. Kind of similar to how I just reduced a whole bunch of autonomy. And yeah, Tunis finished off the remains of... sorry, Aragon finished off the remains of Tunis, I mean to say. Understandable. Gained 276 ducats from provinces with the same Syrian culture. Pop. Thanks. That will now feed into my workshops. Every province can do with a workshop and a barracks, but not really got barracks yet. So also that was close. They were about to push into Trebizond. I imagine they're going to skirt around for Sinkhaifa at this point. I.e. my subjects. I'd do the same. But that does incentivize me to sit my units in Kanik. And keep an eye on the fort of Trebizond, just in case they happen to go into it. Yeah, the Ottomans are being rather cautious. Why are you not attacking into Iraq? And Fezzan? There's 4k units and one of them is Tech 4, damn it. Right, Ankara. Maybe this is why they were being cautious, because they know that I'm going to be coming towards them with equal/more units. And I'm the scary one. Wanna come into my lands? Sure, step into my provinces. Let's see how it fares. I don't mean see how it fares like this. I mean see how it fares. Pairs stairs. Anyway, the Ottomans are dithering about, is one way to put it. Yeah, maybe I could take like Gallipoli and then make the next war a reconquest on the Ottomans, because I'll have the bridge. Maybe that'd be a pretty good idea. I did not pay attention to where this Ottoman stack is, so I have no eyes on. I'll need to be careful. Can only see the Crimea. Oh, I mean, we can go if you want. I don't mind, I'll just get on the way to reinforcing. Maybe I'll reinforce Amman in Sinkhaifa though. Right, so they're pushing in. I reinforce. They start walking away. I bring my units towards. And they're off. Awesome. That worked. Yeah, I'm just going to leave these two back together again now. Let's send this to Sinkhaifa. And I mean the actual units of, not the province of. I think I'm about to take another loan. Do I just do it as a corruption one and just say caution, screw caution to the wind? Yeah, I think I might on this one. Don't worry, I'm going to try to keep corruption low. This is just a outlying example, hopefully. I premise with hopefully. Yeah, let's send my 12k towards them. Austria's at war with the Ottomans, so Bohemia sent Ottomans a gift. Is there any reason why they sent it? It's not because I'm at war, it's because Austria's at war. AI almost always fund for the reason of they're fighting a rival. QQ is allied to Sinkhaifa as well. I'm also 5 relations away from Afghanistan. Let's put my currently spare diplomat into own subject countries. I'll then take out from Afghanistan when we hit the the whatchamacallit and the doodad thingamy-bob. 100. Don't worry, we've got there in the end. Should only be another month or two now. My Merc company is at 3.3 ducats for 14k. You know, because I've got quantity, I've almost got the scope to already get rid of my Mercs and replace them with regular armies. Because the regiment cost has come down. I've got the manpower to support. So it might be worth my time to actually get rid of them soon. We'll see. Or I leave them so that until the pool runs dry on the manpower. That's a thing as well I could do. Question is, do I want Sinkhaifa in the war with QQ? What do they give me? 15 ducats. I don't really think I care, actually. In the nicest way possible. And yes, I can take supply limit, but I'm actually going to save up for Tech 7. Let's stay ahead of everyone. Even if I don't take many cannons for now, that's still a tactic difference that I'm quite enamoured with. Let's put this back into, say, Sinjar, because that's my next arc of attack. Damn you Ottomans, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Doesn't matter. Shakatanai. Let's get rid of the diplomat in Afghanistan, as previously mentioned. It says I still have overextension. Yes, because I took Tunisian lands. Then I'll have a little look at what this peace deal is. So, come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, done. What would everything that's free do for me? Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's 61%. I take Gallipoli for the Byzantines. Then they're going to pay for part of this war. Nice. Let's do that as the peace deal. And again, as mentioned, pop. Thank you. PP's back to 100. Let's see here. Crush Anatolia. Now it's going to claim on the rest of the Balkans region. My 50-year-old gains a mill point. I don't think I like that, but let's do it anyway. So yeah, I now gain claims in the Balkans. I don't get claims on the rest of Anatolia though, which is a little bit weird. Ah, okay. That's why the Mamluks go for Genoa, because they've got this Siege Nicosia mission, which then leads the gates of Constantinople. Gotcha. I'll deal with that in due time. The interaction promotes Syrian government will have its duration doubled. Ooh. Sorry, this is the obligatory Czech stuff again. Our national idea monopoly ports will have its effect doubled. Oh. Trade efficiency to 20%. Oh, a buff in the ideas. That's pretty cool from a mission tree. There's a couple that do that, but it's been a while since I played one with it, so that's kind of neat. The Ottomans no longer consider me a rival. Huh, I wonder why. Anyway, let's call this up. And yeah, 417 out of 450. I integrate Hejaz. I take Mushasha, which then leads me around to the Timurids. Yeah, I'm at current GovCap. I think I'll need to assuage that with land rights later, but I first want the 40% crown land for that other mission, I think. Osmans are no longer a valid rival. Do I sure hope they're not? So now it's just France. Haha. Lots of PP. And I'm the first rank great power now. Get wrecked, Ming. I'm nearly a... Hold on. So I'm 700. My subjects are nearly 300 together. So I'm nearly an empire already. Not too shabby. Anyway. QQ, here I come. Let's send the mercs down towards Mushasha. And yeah, I'm one relation over. That's not going to last long. Because Hejaz are currently finishing up in 3 years. This is worth more. Can only do one at a time, so me accepting the other one is just a... It's just a whatever, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm also going to be gaining corruption soon from tech difference. Because I'll be tech 4 when I'm tech 7 in mill and admin. Diplomatic ideas will almost definitely still be second. What's this about? Austria's declared war on Serbia. Herzegovina is still alive and fighting Serbia? Amazing. I join as a regular ally. If we don't go in, we lose Diplo Rep. I'm not going to lose Diplo Rep and Prestige for now. Let's also, just real quick, pop, 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 pop. The others will be below that 0.2 when the unrest from overextension goes away. Don't worry. That's not permanent. Let's also work on some more... Well, let's shop on some more workshops and marketplaces. For Millsy separatists, you say? I think I'm going to send my 12k manpower to go deal with that. And Arden have Rasid separatists. Don't worry, Arden, you'll be in my hands soon enough. And Hormuz have just Ajam as an ally. I say just Ajam, but they've done pretty well, actually. Good job, Ajam. You've garnered my respect. In the meantime, let's see here. I'm gaining 6 dip a month currently. Why? Am I just not integrating Hejaz? Because they've got noble rebels. That'll explain it. Go on, Hejaz, deal with your rebels. Also, I'm actually on the line of my income while I've got all my forts up, including my new fort. I'm looking noble rebels. Why must you do this to me? I'm disappointed. Fine, let's do it like this. I'll send my subjects... I'll send my outside units to go deal with the rabble. I'll have my 25k attack into Mushasha first. Let's declare war for Mosul. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day to me. Again, bringing in Mushasha as a co-belligerent would bring in the Timurids. I'm just going to do a separate war with the Timurids most likely. So let's head into Hoyevze, which does not have its level 3 fort. They must have been beaten down a couple times to make them want to reduce the maintenance, get rid of the extra fort to get rid of the maintenance. Fairly certain it starts with a fort on it. Ottoman separatists, yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Hey, Hungary, can you bring your dudes down to here? That'd be cool. Help out with my rebel situation. And as for the advisor slot, let's see here. 5 ducats for a trader. No. Let's just take the level 1 spy network construction, even though I'm not currently spy networking. Ottomans have declared war on Georgia. They're scraping by with whatever they can. And I knocked them out of the Great Powers list, don't you know? How nice. France are at 500 dev. What have they done? Nothing. They've done nothing. They've just been France. Okay, you know what? Acceptable. And let's grab adaptive combat terrain. Everything else now is kind of pointless for me. And no, I will not be taking a golden era now. The golden era will be planned for later. I do have a plan. Somewhat. I'm not saying it's the best plan, I'm just saying it's a plan. Come on, my mercs. You can do this. It's only rebels. That's it, squish them. Lovely. That will do. Also, look, QQ are barely touching me. They're going into the Caramanese forts. Caramanese nuts, am I right? Let's bring these guys back. Fezem will help me de-siege my provinces. Let's go deal with the separatists. And Georgia can indeed have my access. Good stuff. I don't know what's going to happen here to Serbia. I think Herzegovina will take Zeta. Austria will take the rest. Then Austria will fight Herzegovina, so it'll all be in vain. That's what I currently predict. Not saying it's necessarily right, I'm just saying that's my thoughts. So anyway, let's end this episode here. I've just realised the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.